I pay my obeisance to the adorable ones, all participants of Preksha meditation camp. Perhaps many of you have first time come to participate in Preksha meditation camp. So let us start from the beginning, that in what way Preksha meditation is necessary for man, and how you can get the benefits of Preksha meditation. Let us start with our own existence first, before we enter into the actual meaning of Preksha. You know that our existence is working at various levels. We know that our existence, our personality works at the level of our gross body. That is one level of our existence. In the same way, there are other levels at which our existence manifests itself, and it has the impact on our life. The second level is the level of breathing. Many people do not know the importance of breathing. They consider it as a mere physiological process. But in the spiritual science, and especially in the system of Preksha meditation, the breathing is considered to be a very important level of our existence. So, body, the first level, breathing, the second level. The third level of our existence is our vital energy. We know that all the processes which take place in our body, they are consuming the energy. And the main source of energy is our vital energy. So in spiritual science, the vital energy is given a very important place to understand the significance of meditation and other spiritual practices. So this is the third level. The fourth level is what we call mind. But when we use the word mind, it is used not very strictly. So when we use the word mind, it means almost we are referring to the activities of our nervous system, especially the cerebral cortex, where all the thinking processes take place and we utilize our intellectual power. So this is the fourth level, which we term as mind. When we go deeper in our own existence, we come across the fifth level. That fifth level is very peculiar, and it is not accepted, may not be accepted by all to exist. But in spiritual science, we have to refer to it and understand it, and that is the level of our psyche, which is called as chitta. In our language, we call mind as man and psyche as chitta. As a matter of fact, it is the psychic existence or the psychic level which is more important even than the mental level. So we have to understand this. That is the fifth level, which is called psyche. The sixth level is our emotional level. We know that a human being is not a mere machine or a mechanical process, is not the only process with which we are concerned. It may be that certain processes in our body or even in our mind may take place mechanically, or what we may call as according to the biophysical laws or biochemical laws. But there are certain other factors where these laws do not apply directly, and that level is our emotional level. So we have to understand how our emotions work and how powerful they are, because they can exert the inner pressure on us, and according to the pressure or the force they exert on our mind, on our brain, on our activities of the body, we have to respond to them. So the sixth level, that is emotional level, is a very important level for the practitioners of spiritual meditation. And the seventh level is called the level of our psychic color. When we talk of psyche, there are certain factors connected with psyche, one of which is color. Color is given great importance in our system of meditation, and so we talk about psychic color in our Preksha meditation, and the technical term used in the language is lesha. And to understand the existence of this level or our existence at this level, we may take help of one modern concept of science, which is called the aura. Aura is considered to be a colored envelope around the body of a living person, and that has a great impact or significance in our whole life. So this is the seventh level, that is the aural level we may call, or the level of psychic color. So in this way, these are the 7 basic levels of our human existence on which we have to discuss about all these things, and then we can know that how we have to practice Preksha meditation, so that we can bring about the necessary change at all these levels separately or even combinedly, and through that how can we get the benefit through which we can make our life more meaningful, and ultimately we can attain our spiritual aims. When we talk about spiritual aims, it is to be understood that ultimately what we need is a pure existence of our own self. So when we talk about the self or the spirit, or as it is called as Atma, or whatever name you may give to it, that is the most important aspect which is underlying all these 7 existence. So let us now talk about each of these points, how they are going to related with our meditational practice, whatever we have to do actually as a technique, how that technique is related with a particular level or other levels also, and how they are going to affect the development of our own self. Again, starting from the beginning, we come first of all to the literal meaning of Preksha meditation. Because unless we know the actual meaning of this word, what is meant by Preksha, we cannot get the real purpose of what we are going to do. We discuss this topic on 2 levels. First, let us discuss this on verbal level only. What is the verbal meaning of this word Preksha? This word is a Sanskrit word in itself, and is also used in other languages of India, because Preksha is a very common word in Indian languages, and it is to denote the function of seeing. When we see anything, we are doing Preksha. So literal meaning of Preksha is to see, and it has got a very deep significance in respect of seeing. That is to say that when we say we are seeing, here seeing is not mere seeing through the eyes, but it is rather the mental function of seeing, and which is very popularly called perceiving. So we can translate the word Preksha through the word perception. And when we say perception, we understand that when we occupy our mind, our consciousness, our awakening attention in a particular act of seeing, of experiencing, of perceiving, of knowing, we call it as Preksha. Preksha in this way is a part of our living processes. Every time we may be doing Preksha, but at that time we are not involved in concentration. So we add another word with Preksha, which we call as Dhyan. Dhyan is usually translated as meditation, and sometimes by meditation people understand that you meditate about something religious topic or religious concept, for example, say God or some religious activity and so on. But in Preksha Dhyan, when we use the word Dhyan, it merely means concentration of mind, or very precisely if we use concentration of our psyche. Because I have made it clear that psyche is a separate existence level from that of mental level. So when we say we concentrate our mind or we concentrate our psyche only in single process of perceiving, then we say we are doing Preksha Dhyan. That is, we are doing the practice of perception, of concentration of perception. As I told you earlier, that in Dhyan, that is when it is used as meditation, mainly concentration is there, but that concentration is generally related with thinking. We can think through our mind, and when we say we are doing Dhyan, we are doing meditation, we mean that we are concentrating our mind on the process of thinking on certain idea, on certain concept, which is usually taken to be a religious thing. So in this way, you can understand that when we use the word Preksha Dhyan or Preksha meditation, our connotation is to occupy ourself in concentration, or rather deep concentration on our perception. That is the literal meaning of Preksha Dhyan.